Hi, we're still here, waiting for our next flight. In episode 8, we realized we needed something to help organize all our rhythms inside the bar lines, in the measures, or bars, the time signature. Something on the bottom always equals one beat. So in 4/4 time, 4 on the bottom stands for quarter or crotchet, which equals one beat. We know that. The top number tells us how many beats or counts in each measure, so here there will be 4. There are many time signatures with 4 on the bottom and a different number on top. 4/4 is the most popular time signature. There are many different styles of music using 4/4 time. We explored 3/4 time with its pa waltz feel. Next is 2/4 time, and we'll check out marches and polkas. Now, the top number tells us here there will be 2 beats or counts in each measure. We can add notes into the measure. Here, 2 quarters or crotchets. Total is 2. Bar line. Next measure, any combination of note values adds up to 2. Bar line. Try another. Add a half note or minim for 2, then ta-da, bar line. You can also count it consecutively. Here we're on a treasure hunt looking for 2 main numbers in a measure, then bar line. Don't worry, more on counting in lesson 10. We found all the beat number 1s. Feeling the pulse or accent on beat 1 will feel like marching, just like in marching band. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, left, right, left, right. You may be thinking, well, how is marching in 2/4 time any different from walking in 4/4 time? Just look for the 1s. In this span of 8 numbers across, the march has 4 number 1s, feeling the push on 1, 2, 1, 2, left, right, left, right. In this span of 8 numbers across, the time sign 4/4 only has 2 number 1 positions. So the feel is 1, 2, 3, 4, walk, 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 walk. It all has to do with where that number 1 is. When you listen, play, or dance to music, listen to the heartbeat for the strong number 1. If the drummer's taking a break, move your body to the music so you can be aware to feel that strong number 1. Okay, we are boarding. Here we go. Off to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, where John Philip Sousa, a composer and conductor, was the noted March King, composing 135 marches. We are leaving the US to check out the British March King of the UK. To London, England, where the bandmaster of the Royal British Army and Marines, Frederick Ricketts, composed under the name Kenneth Alford. We are going back up onto 2/4 time with some fancy footwork. Back to the 1800s to a land called Bohemia, for Czech folk music called the polka. Their neighbor Poland later adopted the polka as their national dance. Just when you understood the 4 on the bottom, they changed the rules. Now a 2 on the bottom stands for half note or minim, which now gets 1 beat. Really? There will be 2 beats in every measure. Don't worry, I'm just going to show you a quickie so you'll have the tools to figure this out in case you ever see it. We are on a treasure hunt looking for half notes, minims. Aha, there's one. Give it 1 beat because that's our new rule. Aha, there's another one. Give it 1 beat, the new rule, and 1 more counting number. Total equals 2, bar line. Next measure. There's a half note, minim. Give it 1 beat, the new rule, and 1 counting number. What is this? We are on the lookout to see what will normally add up to our half note or minim. A quarter crotchet brings us halfway there. And these 2 eighths or 2 quavers together fill in the other half. So 1 plus a half plus a quarter and a quarter equal 2. Bar line. Now we can count it consecutively. 1, 2, bar line. 1. Now give the first half a number and the second half any end. Bar line. If you truly understood that, you have your wings on. If you only have 1 wing on and you kind of get it, don't worry, your wings are growing. Just review it and you'll be flying soon. Remember we said whatever number is on the bottom equals 1 beat? Well, there's an 8 here, which stands for eighth note or quaver. I know you are thinking an eighth or quaver doesn't get 1 beat. Well, here it does. This is when we go on a hunt to look for every eighth and quaver we can find. And there will be 6 beats total in every measure. We are on a treasure hunt looking for eighth notes and quavers. There's one. Give it 1 beat because that's our new rule here. There's another one. Give it 1 more number, the new rule. Wow, 6 eighths or quavers. That's the total we need. Bar line. If we're on the lookout for eighths and quavers, normally how many eighths or quavers would fit inside this quarter or crotchet? 2 eighths or quavers would fit in there, and every eighth and quaver gets a number, so let's give it 2 more numbers. Another eighth or quaver, so another number. Whoa, a dotted quarter, dotted crotchet. Well, just like before, 2 numbers go to the quarter of the crotchet and add half of that total, 1 more for the dot, and that equals 6. Bar line. We can count it consecutively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, with a strong pusher accent on number 1, it will feel like a tarantelle or a jig. Let's try it fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are not far from Puglia, Italy, the home of the tarantelle. There's an old Italian legend from Puglia that if you were bitten by a poisonous spider, the tarantula, the only cure was to dance the wild tarantelle to sweat out the venom. Now we just enjoy the tarantelle at weddings and celebrations. I knew we'd be back. Buckle up, still in 6/8, but not far from here. The best place to experience a jig. Ireland. Ireland brought the jig into their culture in the 18th century from England and Scotland. There was a rebellious time between Ireland and England, so there was a ban on cultural expression. With their arms at their sides and a rigid torso, they were secretly enjoying dancing with fast improvised footwork. Can you answer these questions on time signatures? Here we go. The time signature gives a very important clue as to how to organize your rhythms inside the bar lines. True. In 2/4, how many beats per measure? 2. What kind of a note gets 1 beat? A quarter or cratchit? In 2/2, how many beats per measure? 2. What kind of a note gets 1 beat? A half note or minute? In 6/8, how many beats per measure? 6. What kind of a note gets 1 beat? An eighth, quaver. Can you recognize and feel these time signatures? Here we go. 4/4 is best described as a walk, march or polka, waltz, or tarantella jig. A walk. 3/4 is best described as a waltz. 6/8 is best described as a tarantelle or jig. 2/4 is best described as a march or a polka. Are these rhythms organized correctly? Here we go. Is this bar line in the correct place? Yes. Is this bar line in the correct place? Yes, and done. Congratulations! Remember, the time signature is located after the clef sign. It gives important clues as to how to organize your rhythms inside the bar lines. Don't be fooled, it may look like a fraction. In text you may see a / and it sits on a staff of lines, but it's not a fraction. The time sign helps us identify where strum number 1 is so we can feel the style of our music. Not only are you just reading the letter names, but now you are breathing life into your music. It's exhilarating. Enjoy the time signatures. When you take time to move and really feel the beat, that's a celebration. Keep moving. We are. See you in episode 10. Thank you.